Hello, hello. So if you're new to my live, please click like and follow. Greatly appreciate it. And if you're not new, welcome back. I actually have to run out, so I thought I would go live before I went out and update you all about our eventful day. So when y'all hop on, say hello so that I can say hello back, and I'd appreciate it. I hope everyone had a good day, or a better day than we did. Kind of scary on this end, but you know, they say everything happens for a reason, so who knows. But today was kind of scary. Hi. Hey, Sam. Hey, Kimberly. How are you all? Hi, Patricia. So, Will ended up going to the hospital today. I was in here, and he was in his bedroom. And hi, Jen. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Weta. Amber. And he come in here and he said something's wrong. He said he felt some pain, kind of like right above his chest that went up on his left. His left side, and through his face. And when he blinks, this eye doesn't blink with this one. This eye is more like alert looking, and then this one is just normal. Aw, thanks for the prayers. Hi, Danielle. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Lori. Thanks, Denise. Hi, Marcia. So, we thought he had a stroke. And because that's kind of typical for a stroke. So, I get him to the hospital. Hey, Sarah. Get him to the hospital. And they run multiple tests, and they said his heart was okay, that he did not have a stroke, his brain was okay. He did not have a stroke at all, but they said he had something called Bell's palsy, which, if you all remember, his mother just went through this not long ago. So after extensive tests and blood work and all the stuff that they do, he did have Bell's palsy. They diagnosed him with that. He did get to come home. His face is not real bad, but they put him on a prednisone. They said that there's no cure for Bell's palsy, but you can take prednisone, and a steroid will help the healing go quicker. All right, it's just going to speed up your recovery in most people. So that's what happened, and it was scary, and he's still not right. It's going to take a long time. If he lays there and he closes his eyes, like this eye, he still sees out of. So he might have to wear like a patch or something to put on that eye for a little while. Patty, it does go away on its own. However, the doctor said today that the prednisone, which is a steroid, will brush it along a little bit. So that's what we're hoping for. Decided after a few months, but you're right, it is scary. It is, because I honestly thought that it was a stroke this time, but it wasn't. Hey, Norma. He had Bell's palsy, which a lot of people have. It's more common nowadays than it used to be. But yeah, his mom had it. Now he had it. I love you, Kristen, honey. But he's all right. He's home. He's in there in the bed right now. But it just sucks that had to happen. Hi, Tammy. And they said that there are several reasons why that happens. It said it could have been stress. They say it could have been infection in the body. This and that. So, from what I understand, it sucks, but it goes away. I had to tape her eye shut. Sleep with a patch on for about 6 months. Yeah, now see, my mother-in-law still has problems. Now, on my mother-in-law, when she had it, it was real bad. Will, if you look at him in the face, the only thing you're going to see different is this side doesn't move as good as this side, and his eye looks more open and alert, and then this one's kind of like this. And then when he blinks, this one blinks all the way, and that one just barely does this. They did tell him to put some like eye drops in his eye to help it stay moist. They gave him prednisone 3 times a day for 7 days. That is supposed to help the healing process along. But there's nothing that I can do to help him. Okay, Donna, with Bell's palsy, there is no cure. No cure. Most of the time, they only have Bell's palsy once. But some very unlucky people have it more than once in their life. When you get it, it will go away on its own, but they're trying to help with the prednisone to get it to kind of lighten up a little bit quicker. And I don't know. I've never even known what Bell's palsy was until my mother-in-law had it. So, thank you, Karen. Cynthia, his back is still hurting. He still has not been approved, and he's still fighting insurance. Prednisone did help. Took a few months to go away. Yes, and it will. It will eventually go away. But it does. It's uncomfortable. It affects you mentally as well because you can't really function like you normally do. He's got a lot of numbness to where, like, he can't feel this part of his face, and he has pain right here still, like a headache. And then he went almost like to the middle of his lips, but now he's a little bit numb on this side. They said that will go away. And around basically half his face, but it's really bad on his cheek. And then that eye. Lenny, yeah, you're right. It probably will help his back a little bit too. Hi, Talina. Your brother and sister had it? Yeah, and it's scary, isn't it? Oops. Sorry, y'all. Many, many years ago. Had it and lived with his left side of his face constantly spasm. Yep. And it's scary. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry, honey. 6 weeks to go away. Now, see, my mother-in-law had hers months ago, and she still got issues. Still. Now, it's not as bad. Like, her face was really droopy, but it's kind of started to pull up. She even had a hard time, like, eating. She had to use a paper towel. Will is not having that issue, but he does have numbness, and he can't really taste food. So, I don't know. Yeah, he'll be able to work, Lorraine. He's all right. He just needs to do the eye drops, take the prednisone, and wait for it to go away. Numbness. Oh, you still have numbness? Oh, wow. Thank you, Donna. That's what we're praying to. No, Jody, he did not have a stroke. It was Bell's palsy. Diabetes. Oh, Linda Kennett, he is a diabetic. You got to tape your eyes shut? Yep. Too much stress. Oh, yeah, it is. Thank you, Billy. My husband has this. Sorry, it's helping your husband. Oh, thank you, Linda. And yeah, it's not a fun experience, but I mean, it happens, you know. We don't choose what happens in life. We just have to choose how to deal with it. We don't choose what comes our way in life. We have to choose how to get through all the obstacles and the speed bumps in life. And no matter who you are or how perfect your life is, I promise you, you'll have speed bumps in your life too. I'll Took steroids. Yep, that's what Will's on prednisone. Peggy, thank you. Will ended up having Bell's palsy. He's on prednisone, and he has to do eye drops in his eye because the eye doesn't shut all the way yet. But his face is not real drippy. It's just numb. So he didn't have a real bad case, thank God. But it was enough to scare me. Like, when I seen it, I was like... And all the way to the hospital, he's like, just take me home. Just take me home. I just don't want to deal with this. Just take me home. And I was like, nah, we're going. And... I stood my ground and I took him. And I'm glad I did because now he can heal. Is what generic? The prednisone? No. Oh, wow. So, Linda, you got it from diabetes. Oh, wow. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Wada. And yes, I agree. It's ridiculous how the insurance company's done him. It's wrong. Hi, Jory. Brain bleed on the right side and pocket of fluid. Oh, my gosh, Mitzi. We'll definitely pray for your daddy. Rebecca, so someone just told me that diabetes can cause Bell's palsy, but stress can cause it. There's a lot of different factors that can lead to Bell's palsy and make it happen. So I don't think it's just one thing, but... In Will's case, diabetes could have played a part in it. He's a diabetic. Stress could play a part in it. Many things. So, I don't know. But all we're doing right now is just trying to get him over it and get him better. That's what matters. Thank you, Carly. Stacy, yes, Bell's palsy. Facial nerve exercise. I did them faithfully for weeks and it minimized the final effects of mine. Oh, that's awesome. Stacey, I'll have him look that up. Oh, Tasha, praying for you. Be just fine. Lots of love and prayers. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Andrea. Jory, Will's okay now, yes. What was wrong with him? He had Bell's palsy. Peggy, I'm holding up just as well as any one of my shoes would hold up. I'm doing pretty good. Hi, Pamela. Hey, Alyssa. Grateful I did those. Yes. I've heard the exercise. See, my mother-in-law just had this not long ago. And they were telling her about facial exercises to use. However, when my mother-in-law had Bell's palsy, she was in a hospital for 5. How many days was it? It was a long time. 5, 6 days. About a week, wasn't it? Because they kept her.
Yeah, they did.
Let me tell you, they didn't keep Will. After they went through all the tests and seen his Bell's palsy, they said, all right, we're going to call you in some prednisone. You're going to stop at any pharmacy and get some eye drops, and you're going to be along your way. And you're going to take care of that, and it is what it is. And I was like, huh. So I guess it kind of depends on how bad it is. His, maybe it wasn't so bad because, I don't know. Vertigo you'll get from stress. Thank you, Dennett. Disability. Spinal bifida. Oh, Tasha, I'm sorry. I think Bell's palsy is a lot like TIA. It could be. It could be, yes. I could see that. When I chew, my eye closes and looks funny. Yep. And see, his, it's almost like one side is almost paralyzed. Because it's not paralyzed. Good Lord. I know they're going to clip that and say, I said he's paralyzed. He's not. All right. But what I'm saying is where it's numb. You know how when something's numb? Or have you ever been to the dentist and had dental work? And they numb you. And then you come home and it feels weird. So when you eat, you can't taste. And you can chew your gum or you can chew your tongue and you don't know what's going on. Well, that's kind of the case with Will. He ate this afternoon and he said he had a horrible time eating because he couldn't taste the food. He had to be careful and he had to try to keep the food over on his right side. So there is an area right here and his eye that doesn't seem to function like the other side. So that's what I mean. Lisa, I'm hanging in there just as well as anyone else in my shoes, honey. Pain in my ear. Hit a nerve. Oh my gosh, Cynthia. Thank you, Benita. An inflamed nerve in the back of the neck. Oh my goodness, Shelly. Thank you, Crystal. Hi, Bonnie. No, he can't catch a break, though. Okay, Jennifer, Jennifer actually made a very good point, and we were told that at the hospital, so she's absolutely 110% perfect. Perfectly right. So if you're diabetic and you're taking a steroid, it is possible that it can make your sugar jump. Okay, so what the doctor said today at the ER is to monitor his sugar more than normal. So he said that it should be fine due to the fact that we'll take sugar medicine and an injection. It should be under control, especially where his A1C has came down. But they did say to watch that. Hard off the store. Oh my gosh, Lindsay, your poor baby. I'm sorry. Joyce, thank you, sweetheart. Jory, thank you. Lisa, yes, that is exactly what his mother had, yes. Insurance says okay, there's surgery. Will this keep him from having it? I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. I would hope to say that it wouldn't. However, it might. So, I'm unaware of that. But I do know he has to go to PCP because anytime you go to the hospital and something like that happens, they want your PCP to be updated of what's happened to you, especially with Will having all the other issues. Trisha, thank you. Drops or rises. Okay, so Linda said it could lower or raise. So that's why I guess he's got to watch that. 17. Left side of my face was droopy for 7 months. Oh, Trisha, I'm so sorry, baby. Cynthia said lots of things can cause it. Oh, yeah, Dixie. Our family is undergoing a lot of stress right now. And this definitely did not help matters at all. I will say that I'm super, super happy that he came to me within an hour. He sat in that bedroom for over an hour after it happened, thinking something was weird, but it had come back. And finally he came and told me. I was like, you sat in here that long and didn't tell me? I want to know instantly, like, let's fix it. Well, we did get up there to the hospital and everything's okay, but that's what it is. Yeah, Sherry, that's what they said. Thank you, Patricia, and y'all are right. Joyce, that's exactly what I said. It's surprised they didn't keep you. And Will looked at me and he said, they won't pay for my back surgery. Do you really think they're going to keep me in a hospital for Bell palsy? And I was like, you're right. I said, but if it was state insurance, I bet they'd have kept him. What do you do? Yeah, so you don't do nothing. You just have to keep taking your medicine and hope for the best. Sherry, he ended up having Bell's palsy, sweetheart. Sometimes it don't go away. And Cynthia, that's what I'm scared of for my mother-in-law, because hers is really bad still. Not as bad, but it's bad. Thank you, Lisa. With the steroids, it will go away faster. Oh, thank God. Well, we caught it. And I stopped on the way home, and I immediately went to Walgreens, picked up his prednisone, and I took him because he had to eat with it. Got him a drink and something to eat, and then he took the medicine literally 30 minutes before we even got home. So he is now taking 3 of the prednisone pills today because he had to have it's 3 times a day, but he took 1 earlier and then the 2 tonight. But he is on prednisone, so he's got the day 1 down pat, and he's got 6 more days to go. He takes 3 a day. I would help Lenny with a dry eye. Pamela, thank you. And I remind myself all the time, just breathe. Just breathe. And give me what I asked for, so all I could do was be avoided. Yep. Tasha, it's sad. It's sad how that works. Oh, the gel for the eye makes it feel better. Tabitha, Will is okay. He's just dealing with something new now. He does have the Bell palsy. Drink from a straw or whistle. Yep, Stacy, same way. Will's going through a lot of the same things, and so does his mama. And I'm telling you, I feel so bad for all of you all that has ever experienced Bell palsy or watched someone you love go through Bell's palsy, because it's the scariest thing you've ever seen. When I seen my mother-in-law go through it, that was scary. Today, y'all, I thought I was going to lose my husband. Thank God it ended up being just Bell palsy. But if you're not used to stuff like that, guys, you freak out, okay? I freaked out. I am so guilty of anything gets to me, okay? So that's like the kids. If they're like, oh, my arm hurts, I'm over here checking it. Is anything broken? Is there any bruises? Is there scrapes? Is it bleeding? You know, I'm always checking. Well, that's what happened with my husband, because as soon as he told me that he couldn't feel it and he was having pain up in his head and through his neck area and his chest, I was like, oh no, we got to go. And he was a little hard-headed, but I'm more hard-headed, so I got him there, and I wanted to make sure that he was okay. But it ended up being only the Bell's palsy, thank God. And again, if you're just hopping on, it's Bell's palsy. They put him on a prednisone to help heal quicker. And he's got to use something for his eye so it don't dry out. A few weeks. Love it, Jennifer. See, that's what I'm glad to hear. I'm hoping his does too. Yeah, Sherry, Bell's palsy. Hi, Nancy. Thank you, Janice. Self-care. Take your meds and remember you are the only advocate for yourself. I have to tell myself the same. Pray things look up. Joy will come in the morning. Oh, Danette, thank you and love you. Thank you, Kimberly. Hi, Tammy. Heather, thank you. Tammy, yes, hubby is okay. He had Bell's palsy. Carolyn, yes, his mom just had it. Yes, ma'am. And his mom is still going through it. You want to make it... Oh, not much. Well, Jackie, even if it helps, you know, it go back to normal a couple days, it's worth taking the medicine, in my eyes. But I also know that any steroid can have side effects too. So I worry about that. You know, any medication that you get, you can have side effects from it. And sometimes the benefits outweigh what could happen, all right, the side effects. Or sometimes the side effects outweigh the benefits. So you just have to decide what's better for you. Everyone knows their own body. Everyone knows what's best for them. And when your doctor knows your whole medical history, they know which way to help you and what to give you. With that being said, also, Hannah's got a double... well, she's got ear infection on one side and one side has water. Or something like that. But so she's got that going on too. Thank you, Janice. And then they called Hannah in. It's a medicine she's allergic to. It's an antibiotic. It's the pink. Oh my Lord, what is it called? I just completely... Y'all have had a long day. But she couldn't take it, so now she's got to go to the ER and get them to prescribe her something. Cindy, yeah, he'll be going to work. Oh my gosh, Bonnie, thank you for the stars, sweetheart. Almost diabetic. I have so many medical problems. Lisa, I'm so sorry, because I can relate. I'm so sorry. Diabetic prednisone sends her blood sugar skyrocket. Ooh, I hope that don't happen to Will. He's fine now. Good, Sherry. Thank you. There's a problem. I also hate hospitals. Thank goodness he went. Yes, Cat, and I literally had to fight him to get him there, but he went. He kind of went kicking and screaming, because not necessarily kicking and screaming, but he didn't want to go. And when we got there, he's like, I hate going to the hospital, da-da-da. And I said, well, you're going. So get in there. And I told him, I said, you tell them the truth. Because you know how men do? Like, okay, if my husband's at home and he's got a sore finger, oh, he needs babied. But you get him in a place like that, he'd be like, oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, my arm's hanging off by a limb. I'd be all right. And then he gets home and he's like, oh, my little finger. You know how men work. So I told him, I said, you tell them the truth. You hear me? Yeah, best tell him the truth. And he did. And then I spoke up while we were in there because he had a hard time talking. He could talk, but he's kind of slurring just a little bit. So I was like, no, yes, no, yes. You know, I was trying to help along and then explain to the best of my ability what happened because it happened to him. I only knew what he had told me. So I was just trying to repeat what he had told me. But he's all right. Hi, Emma. So Will has Bell palsy, sweetheart. Lenny, the kids are great. Thank you, Lisa. Facial exercise is the better. Stacy, I'm definitely going to talk to him about that. He's probably in bed right now for work tomorrow, but I will talk to him in the morning about it. That's right, Sherry. I hope it goes quickly. Bell's palsy, he once said, if you have it, you always have it. Oh, really? So does it just come back or just like sit dormant? Like, how does that work? What causes it? So I've learned that stress can cause it, and I've also learned that diabetes can cause it. So I'm assuming that there are several factors that could cause it. He's a diabetic, and he's been going through stress. So either one of them could have done it. I'm not sure. And I don't think no one really knows. 2 or 3 times. And it never went away. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Erna. Lenny said, prednisone makes her hyper and can't sleep. See, Will said something today about he couldn't sleep on a medicine. I don't know if that was the one or not. So I'm hoping it's not. Thank you, Bryn. Yes, Stacey. I told him he needed an eye mask because when he lays down to go to sleep tonight, he said when he closes his eyes, like this one's closed, he said, but this one he can still see, like the room, light and all that. So he might need just a little bit of help, you know, or a little piece of tape or, you know, something just to help that eye stay closed so he can get some rest. Thank you, Dawn. All right, so Tricia said that once you get it, it can keep coming back. So that's scary. All right, Belinda said, I'm a diabetic and did okay with the prednisone. It is very scary. Everyone heals differently too. Prayers are with him and you. I did not stay in the hospital. They told me to tape my eye too. Yep. Belinda, same thing, sis. And we were only there for a couple hours, actually, and then he left. So, Alicia, I'm not sure what caused it, but I've learned that diabetes and stress can cause it, but I'm sure there's other factors that could cause it. Thought I was having a stroke. Yep, that's how Will felt today. I feel like she was going crazy. She said it felt like her brain was trying. Bawled and freaked out. I had to have her stop it. Yes, if it was giving her effects like that, she needs to stop. It's very scary, Lenny. Val, yes, thank God. He'll be just fine. He's just going to have to deal with that for a little while on his face, but he'll be just fine. Wait a minute, left side. Is it his left side or his right side? Hold on. Yeah, it's his left side. Lord, I had to sit there and think about that. I thought, man, I hope I didn't tell them wrong. Yeah, it is his left side. Oh, it felt like her brain was frying. Oh, my gosh. Thought he had a stroke, yep. Heartburn and reflux. Yeah, he has actually both. He takes medication for that. Prednisone will kill his stomach. Make sure to take Tums or something, Mr. Oh. Well, I do have Tums. I didn't know that. Maybe I should tell him. It is no fun at all, Leslie. You're right. Jennifer, thank you. Exactly. And Val, the thing is like, if you don't know what's going on, like today, we thought it was a stroke. Honest to God, we thought it was a stroke. So that is why we went to the hospital. We didn't go because we thought, oh, well, just Bell's palsy. Like, we didn't know. We thought it was stroke. But even with Bell's palsy, even if I knew that's what it was, we would have still went because I'm just that type. You know, if something is wrong, I will take you. Now, me, I will lay here and just moan and groan and deal with whatever. But if it's someone I care about, oh, we're going. Look, me and my mama made my daddy go to the hospital one time. They kept him for a while, okay? I don't even remember what it was over, but they kept my daddy for a while. He told me and mama, he said, I promise you, either one of you all ever put me back in a hospital, he said, I'm going to get you. And I believe him. You hear me? So I told Mom, next time I'm going to call the ambulance from 2 hours away. That way he can't get me. I hope that never happens. But if it does, I'm calling him because he is serious. In front of me while I was driving, trying to keep him breathing. It stopped turning blue. Was a real mind-blowing. Oh my gosh, Weta, he had to have a bad one. That's right, Carol. At least we caught it. Mindy, I'm doing okay, sweetheart. How are you? Paralyzed nerve in my face. Probably from my neck. Been had it again at 19. Oh my gosh, Joanne. I'm sorry, honey. I thought it was a stroke. I was so scared. Yes, that is very scary. Still going through it. Bell's palsy is awful. Yes. Alicia, I do not know what causes it for sure. I do know that stress and diabetes can be 2 factors that can cause it. I don't know the others. Okay, Carol, it drew his face, but not like you would think. It's not bad. Like his mother's was horrible. Like it literally fell. With his, it was more like this side just wasn't really moving much. It's almost like, when you're swollen, you know, when you're swollen, like the muscles and stuff move, but like you can't really, it don't move much. That's how he is. Like when he smiles, it's off. When he blinks, one eye blinks, the other one just a little. I don't know how to explain it. If he was awake, I'd have him show you himself, but he is laying down. There's an eye drop that's specific for Bell's palsy. Linda, what is it? Which one is it so I can get it? Tammy, Bell's palsy, it's just something that affects like the muscles and stuff in your face. I do not know how to explain it any better because I don't know. I've only known 2 people my whole life in person that had it, and that was my mother-in-law and now my husband. And then, you know, these people on here that's had it. But like in real life and like people I touch and see that's the only 2 people I've ever seen have it. So I'm new to this too. I wish I knew more for you all, but I don't know. I forget over everything. Same. OTC. Okay, so it's over the counter. His right side of his face dropped and numbed. Mumbled his words, yes. Told him it was from stress. And that's what they told him today. They said stress, and he was kind of mumbling just a little bit. That's why I helped him. So when I say slurred, I don't mean like he was slur. It was more like a just a mild slur, like a mumble. I'm glad she used that word because that's literally what he was doing. Carolyn, he is home. He's on prednisone. That's right, Sue. Yes. Amoxicillin. No, it's not amoxicillin. It's it's not amoxicillin. Penicillin. That's what she's allergic to. She's allergic to penicillin, and that's what they gave it to her. Isn't penicillin white or blue? White, pink, or am I crazy? Because once they said amoxicillin, I got thinking about that, and I know amoxicillin's pink, so maybe I'm wrong about the color. Jennifer, thank you so much for the stars. Brenda's son had Bell's palsy. Shannon, everything's okay. My husband just has Bell's palsy. My eye for 1 month, all better after that. I have no side effects since then. Oh, thank God, Valerie. I'm so glad for you. And 83, getting ready to give birth to. Oh. If you don't tell them, I will. Look, that's for real what I did. That's for real what I did. Shannon, thanks, sweetheart, for the prayers. granddaughters this weekend. Sorry, y'all. I'm watching the time because I've got to go somewhere before midnight. Because they're going to close. I had it very bad. It was so bad when he drank. Yeah, so Laura, I'm glad you said that because my mother-in-law kind of done the same thing. And when she would eat or drink, she would have to keep a napkin or, you know, something right there. I'm allergic to all the penicillin. Yep. And that's what my daughter's allergic to is a penicillin she's allergic to. Transplant tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So Linda, we're going to definitely be praying for you. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. We got faith. But I love you guys. I am so sorry, but I'm going to have to get off here. It's a nerve or two misfiring. I saw a neurologist after. Oh, Belinda, you're right. You're right because my husband said something about a neurologist. Or the doctor did to him today. But I love you guys. I'm going to have to get going or they're going to be closed and I'm going to have to even go farther. So I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm so sorry I'm too late or I'm late updating, but I didn't want to update until I knew exactly what it was and we were home and settled and all that stuff. So Will is okay. He is in bed resting. You know what I mean? Don't drink out of a straw. Please tell Will. Don't drink. He's not supposed to drink out of a straw because he was just drinking out of the straw. I will tell him. I will tell him. Robin, thank you. Bye, Lorraine. But I love you guys. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.